He used to jump off the top rope to get into WrestleMania. But now he's going to have to jump off St. Peter's gates to get into heaven, even though he's probably going to hell. Hulk Hogan dead at 71. Will the famed wrestler be reincarnated as a pair of black guys with his son, as he once suggested during a jail phone call after his son paralyzed them, or not? All this and more on today's broadcast with Seeking Derangements.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you for having us.
And welcome to a Seeking Derangements, a Chapo Trap House collab, where we have Chris Wade and Felix Biederman, and we also have Hess Dene and Bean Mora.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome. I'm Jacques Gunslin. I was actually very touched by the tragic news. Everyone's been crying about Ozzy Osbourne
You were touched
dying.
by someone's death?
Well,
I've been very touched. My life has been affected immeasurably by.
Were you happy that Hulk Hogan died?
Did I say happy? Did the words?
Touch usually.
Usually,
Yeah,
when
maybe not happy.
When someone says that they've been touched, do you think that their first thing they follow that up with is "I'm very happy about it"?
Or it's usually a positive thing.
It is usually a positive thing, but I do. It's not like he said, I've been raising the roof ever since I found out.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't really care that much that he's dead, but I do. The one thing I think of every time I think about Hulk Hogan is the sex tape. The part in the sex tape, where he says, shouldn't have had so much sushi. While he's with his hands on his huge belly.
What he said, like, about 23 seconds before porking Bubba the Love Sponge's wife, he goes, "Oh, I eat like a pig." And I just always, ever since then, I could not even engage in the prelude to sexual congress without thinking about eating like a pig.
Yes, absolutely.
I love how Bubba goes, "All right, I'll let y'all get to it."
As someone that has eaten ribs during sex, and someone also who has, I farted once really loudly on Climax. And
you were eating ribs during sex?
Well, the girl was naked. The girl
Using
was
that
naked,
bitch like a napkin.
and I was like, "Let me eat ribs off of you while we're having sex," and she was so down about it. So I'm eating ribs while I was.
You had a
her.
slab of ribs on her back?
Well, on her stomach.
Were they human ribs
right.
or were they pork ribs?
Was it like a performance piece? It was like
if someone was watching that performance piece,
Adam
I'm
made Eve from the rib. You know,
look. First of all, I'll say it again:
men devouring women, much like Adam devoured Eve.
If someone was watching me eating the ribs, eating that woman, fucking her, you need to send me the footage because I want to know how I did. But
who would have been taping it?
A pervert?
It's
perhaps.
Jock wants to know how he did. There's like an F rank at the end of the video. The room is covered in
She's
barbecue
edited
sauce.
it herself.
She's dead, and the room is covered in barbecue sauce.
Boss, you killed a child.
I relate to Hulk Hogan because he was complaining about his tummy hurting right before sex, and the one time that I came and I farted so loudly that the girl and me never had sex again. But I mean, that was an accident.
A different time than the rib time.
There was a different time.
Right.
Different girl.
Yeah. That would be really fucked up if both of those things happened.
Look, I had to fart. I was holding it in, and then I came, and then I farted really loudly, and it was a mistake that I've made that I will make up for generations. By the way,
Did you apologize to her?
Well, what do I?
What
have
did
to
you do
apologize?
after farting? For
I went and
farting,
shit.
Right. Right.
It's a horrifying stuff. I will say this is the one time I'll ever say this. Ben, you actually look really good today.
Thank you.
Wow.
You're welcome. You have kind of a glow to you, like you've committed a crime and gotten away with it, or you've maybe bullied someone today. I don't know what brought you into this kind of good mood.
It's just because there's no AC in my house because of
it's
Unitarian eco-fascist reasons. So it's just really shiny and sweaty today. My mom refuses to use AC. And it's like 97 degrees here.
And your dad doesn't need it because he's Costa Rican.
My dad doesn't. Yeah.
So Will,
oh man,
Will is at Hulk Hogan's funeral or Ozzy Osbourne?
Well, actually, okay, let me segue us into the Ozzy bit. I'm not the master of segues here, but I'll give it a shot. He used to sing Crazy Train, but for the last 30 years, his wife Sharon has been exploiting his crazy brain, using him as a vehicle for merchandising and as Israel's newest goy slave. But all that comes to an end as Ozzy Osbourne finally meets Satan to repent for killing his best friend Randy Rhoads in the first ever music industry sacrifice. Ozzy Osbourne dead at 71 or something.
I really think it was kind of one of the most baller moves I've ever seen of because he just did like a concert like 2 weeks ago or something, and he was like, "This is my last concert because I'm going to die.
Well,
I can tell that the end is near. I can see the darkness closing in on me, and I just wanted to do one last concert one more time." And then he died like days later, basically.
They had to develop a certain chair to hold him in because his Parkinson's was so bad for his last show.
Mm-hmm. They had to wait. How would you special develop a chair like that, Jock? I'm curious what you think.
Well, you tell him that it squirts beer, and that's all you have to get him to lure him into the chair.
So that would
it gets him wet.
Well, no, he thinks he's going to be drinking beer the whole time when in actuality it doesn't have any beer in it. It's just got locks that lock him to the stage, and he's got to sing.
So it's it's the opposite of a Brookstone chair, which vibrates. It does the opposite. It nullifies the vibrations by locking.
It shocks him. If he doesn't sing right, it shocks him. Also, I need to address this too. All these people claiming to be classic rock fans all of a sudden now that Ozzy Osbourne is dead. I've never once seen you idiots at the karaoke singing Led Zeppelin. I've never once seen you.
It's a different band.
Well, I know it's a different band.
That was the
I know
band
it's a different.
You're probably thinking of Robert Plant, maybe, who was the lead singer of Led Zeppelin.
The comparison is
sorry to go classic rock head on you.
Well, no, I clearly know the
knowledge,
difference between Black Sabbath, Robert Plant, Ozzy Osbourne, and Led Zeppelin. Okay, look, I get it all. I get it.
Do you think that when he knew like during the last car ride when Sharon was getting him to get taken down, like he knew? He was like, "Oh, she gave me my favorite meal." I bet they're killing me. Jacques, to your point, I was heavy metal, like that type of like 70s, smoking chewed up carpet weed type of music. It was like the first type of music I really got into as a child. So I will say that I don't think that like rock, the hard rocker set, which includes everyone from the only living Vietnam veterans to like, those people who comment on Black Sabbath videos and are like, I'm 11 and all my friends listening to
all my friends are listening to Chapo Trap House.
They listen to Chapo Trap House and Derek Thompson Abundance Podcast and Ian Dior and the other Ian who committed all those horrible crimes.
All my friends listen to Perfume Genius and Serpent with Feet. I listen to Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah. I'm bullied in school. Oh man, I don't know how fucked up your guys' Instagram reels are. But mine are like, they keep showing
worse than you could ever imagine. First of all, let me just say they are worse than you could ever imagine. They are only crash videos and disabled people now. And it has gotten so rough.
I don't know how you're getting gore on there. I mean, just like the content is mind numbing. You got Twitter and Instagram. I don't know how you did that. But what I was saying is, I just get this procession of sort of like, like maddeningly symmetrical people who are too kind of like simple-minded even to be on TikTok. And there's this one woman on there who I don't think she's simple-minded. I think she's a genius because she's like a 22-year-old and she goes, if you date me, you have to like listen to all the Black Sabbath live albums, and maybe like she's her thing is being really into classic rock. And maybe she really does like it, but that is just, she could make billions just off PayPal donations.
Right.
From like 62-year-old men.
Also, Black Sabbath, not really a live rock, not really a live album band. It's not like
I'm not going to put that on her. I was just thinking of something she would do to say she's
clearly a girl who wants to feel like she participated in a movement that predated her.
She's
life.
virtue signaling
the movement.
The civil rights movement that Ozzy Osbourne led.
Yeah, when Black Sabbath didn't have their rights until 1964 in this country.
It's all these people.
It's so good that Ozzy gets to be with John Lewis again, his best friend.
Yes.
It's so insane that it's all these like girlies and guys who basically only listen to Net Spend, Drain Gain, and Two Hollis. All of a sudden they're like, oh my God, my best friend in the world, Ozzy Osbourne's
I don't
dead.
think those
It's
people
also-
are saying that.
It's
Yeah.
also the same people.
I haven't seen that at
It's
all.
also the same people on Instagram that are crying about Ozzy Osbourne who are like, we've got to kill every single Israel pro-Israel.
We got to kill every single Israel. Those horrible people that are saying that.
They're like
Your For You page
Zionists.
is truly psychotic. I've never seen this overlap of culture anywhere.
Holy shit, yeah, there is like an entire town working somewhere in India to drive Jacques insane.
I've made too many complaints to customer service people in India, and now they're getting
Oh, they hate you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
coming to get you.
Yeah.
And it was that you didn't even have any products or problems. You just called them to tell them about your ailments and your injuries.
Yeah, my
You know-
stomach hurts.
You know how many times I have to repeat my name Jacques to get someone to understand how to say that?
You don't ever use a pseudonym when you're on customer
I
service or
unplugged my
anything?
stomach and I waited 30 seconds and I plugged it back in. It still hurts. What do you want me to do?
I'll just shit for 20 minutes. It's still coming.
Jacques calling like places that don't even have like customers. So it's like business to business software stuff for B2B sales. And he's like,
Palantir customer service.
y'all, they skipped me in karaoke.
When I was at the disease specialty clinic hospital in Aurora, Colorado this
They
weekend.
switched the sign to closed when they saw you walking.
Oh no, shut up. No, but a woman steps outside into the waiting room and she goes, Guaquez? Guaquez?
No way. No
That
swear
wouldn't
to God.
Guaquez?
And I was like, oh, where are you from?
And then you looked and you'd spelled your name Guaces.
No, there was a black guy who walked up and then Jack was next.
Well, one time I did go to the bowling alley and I told them my name was Jacques and they spelled it Gaquez, but my name was spelled Jacquees at this clinic. It is spelled that way.
Yeah.
Mhm. Period. My name
Except
was
now
once
that I've
spelled
changed
like
my
that.
name to Vagina Jones, I think I have a new
Right.
level and era of respect coming my way.
Mhm.
So
Absolutely. A respectful name if ever there was one.
More respectful than some Ozzy Osbourne.
I
Who's
really
gonna-
want to look over your shoulder on your For You page because I'm jealous. Mine is just thoughts. It's all like gay male thoughts and micro bullies. And no matter how much I've tried to de-thoughtify it, they keep coming. I don't like
yeah,
them
but-
anymore. It's
Ben,
just
I get that's the exact same thing. That,
I
but
hate
I
it.
also get manuals and seals.
Right.
But
I get-
another
I get-
exotic animal. Yeah.
I get like insanely like anti-Semitic videos and videos of like Jewish weddings. Like
Right.
somehow both. And I don't understand how or why. That's on my alt. On my regular account, it just thinks I'm going on a trip to Japan for some reason. So all of my reels are about having things to do in Japan. Like tourist guides for Japan.
They just clocked you as transgender.
Yeah,
She
literally.
definitely loves anime. She's definitely making a pilgrimage.
She's making birthright. She's making trans right.
It's all and honestly, the worst trend.
Birth
in my
wrong.
For-
It's like you were born
Birth
wrong.
wrong.
the
Birth wrong.
worst trend in my For Your page is For You page is Down syndrome thirst trap OnlyFans.
Stop.
models.
Why? How do you get
you
that?
know you have to like at least a couple videos to be
No,
like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. One time I saw this woman and I was like, huh, she kind of looks like what I think I would look like if I transitioned. She took her sunglasses off and she was Down syndrome.
I'm so
And-
curious to see this woman now.
It was really funny too because I was like, huh, that could, maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I transitioned. into a Down syndrome girl.
I don't know. I don't know if you should. I don't know if you should, Chuck.
And
Wait, we've a fully lost. I think Felix
lost
froze
Felix.
and lost. So now it is only Seeking Derangements talking to each other. So I will just.
hey,
Welcome
you know
to
what?
Here.
He couldn't handle
No principals,
my Down
no
syndrome
teachers.
truth.
No
Let's rank
parents, no
Chapo
gods.
hosts on
Oh.
fuckability.
I know
Yeah.
why.
Jock,
Felix just-
listen. If you had to have sex with one of the Chapo hosts, who would you have sex with?
Be
honest. You don't know who hosts. Okay.
I'm just kidding. Obviously, Chris, this is not a invitation. This is not a request. But I think you're the hottest Chapo guy.
Well, I think that's very
Wow.
flattering. Thank you, Shock.
Wow.
Okay,
Oh, Felix. So we were just talking about
that.
who we thought I should have sex with out of the Chapo people, but actually, what I would have sex with is Chris Wade, not you, because I respect you and I respect Chris too. But Chris is the most attractive.
And I
of
want
the
to
bunch.
disrespect
Yeah,
Chris
you would,
in the
you would
most-
sex with me in a defiling way, but sex with Felix in a respecting and uplifting way.
He'd make love to Felix and he'd fuck you.
finish him.
Well, I'm
Get him
gonna
the
be-
Mortal Kombat message when you have
I'm gonna be honest. You know what? I have sex with Chris Wade, and you know what I have to bring to the table? Nothing. Because he respects me as I am. If I have to have sex with Felix, I have to bring a full 6-pack of Coke Zeros. And that's to get him to consider having sex with me. You know?
Lure him in.
If I don't bring the
did you see
kratom,
him drinking a Coke Zero once in your life? And now
I
you-
believe it's the writer for Chapo Trap House when y'all perform shows, if I'm correct, because you guys are scared of getting fat like me. You guys do one show with me and you're like, oh, I can't ever have sugar again because I'm going to turn out like Swamp Pants McBigums.
Right.
Swamp Pants Big Bigums is a great name.
Right.
That was my birth name. I had to get away from that life. This naked picture that Tim Heidecker just put up of Trump on his Instagram is
All right,
so funny.
Is that from that South Park episode yesterday?
Just like, I feel like if people are getting in trouble for making fun of him, we're really in a bad place.
Is anyone getting in trouble?
Stephen Colbert.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of happy to see him wrap
Yeah.
up.
Well,
Yeah.
clearly you're not a Strangers with Candy's fan. By the way,
well,
I'm looking.
Of course, I'm a Strangers with Candy.
Yeah, I love
He's-
Strangers with
he's
Candy,
gone
but I mean,
downhill.
he's been horrible ever since, really. Like,
It is kind of funny that his last viral moment before getting canned for anti-Trump activities was grilling Zoran on Israel. You know,
I didn't see
Yeah.
that. That's so fucking
He
pathetic.
did. He's a Zionist.
I don't think that he would say that per se,
In
but
action.
but effectively he was taking the concerned liberal line of being
Oh,
like, now
God.
many people, Zoran, are upset
Ugh.
about your comments about
Many
whatever.
people.
Yeah.
Eric Adams
Many
call it the global infrattata.
Global
Yes.
infrattata.
He's so funny. I'm really gonna miss him. I hope he manages to stay around in some
you're talking about
capacity.
the global intelligence. What is it called? How do you say that?
A global intifrada, Jock.
It's
No, that's not-
infrattata.
No, it's not. Don't tell me the
Infratada.
wrong. What is the phrase that he said that he got in trouble
Intifada.
for? And that means just death to Israel or something.
We don't have
Yeah.
to talk about it. We don't
Yeah.
have to talk about
We
it. Let's
don't
not.
have to
Let's
get
not
into
mention that one.
All right. Well, then, just by virtue of introduction, in perhaps the most unorthodox formulation of Chapo ever, Felix has lost some kind of internet connection, and now I am the only host keeping the tenuous connection to the actual show, while the rest of
Right.
Seeking Derangements are here. So, Ben, do you want to
Mhm.
launch into
Yeah.
your bit?
Do you want to further take
course.
over? Do you want to further complete the coup?
I'm
Bye.
very happy. I'm very happy to complete the coup and enshrine us as the new host of Chapo. Hopefully, Will is on
Become
vacation.
a hostile
forever.
takeover.
I love.
Hostile takeover.
I had
Yeah.
a dream. We took. Ben, you asked me if I dream ever, and I did actually.
Yeah, because you famously only have nightmares.
Well, I normally almost have nightmares, but I'll tell you all this. I did actually have a dream the last time we recorded where I talked
Mhm.
about if all the other Chapo people died and I got to take over. And me and Ben and Hessa were just ruling that shit.
You have some of the most severe clout brain I've ever encountered.
I don't have
Yeah,
clout. I don't
this
have
is
clout.
like
I don't have clout brain. I have dreams of
You have
grandeur.
gout brain.
Illusions of grandeur. Don't you dare try to call me clout brained, Mr.
Felix, welcome back.
Yes.
Ben. Let me just challenge you. I'm so clout brained. Why do I don't have to brag about going to this and that and like, oh, I'm in Ryan Jakarta's film. Papa.
Ryan Jakarta.
Who the fuck is Ryan Jakarta?
It literally doesn't.
All I'm saying is
that's the guy that Jock is calling because he has stomach problems in India.
Okay, I can hear you again.
Legally, I'm not allowed to call him a doctor, but he is named Ryan Jakarta. He's a healer.
I am
Ryan Jakarta is like the Benson Boone of Thailand.
Yeah.
Shut up. Okay. Really quickly, last note and then we can all move on. I am not a clout chaser, you son of a bitch, Ben.
All right.
Don't you ever call me that again, or
Is that
I'll
why
cut
you
your head
think
off.
you're friends with Dov Charney? You think you have a business with him?
Shut the fuck up,
Because you
bitch.
bought a shirt from him.
I didn't buy a fucking shirt. Okay, fuck you. First of all, you don't have any pictures.
We're
with
not
Dov
allowed to make fun of
Charney.
Dov Charney on Seeking Derangements because Jock is like, he's a business partner.
Jock's business partner.
No, because Hester does it to piss me off, to only piss me off, to devalue the fact that I did get to meet him and he gave me a hookup. I'm sorry I got a hookup for once in my fucking life. Grow up, you stupid, fugly bitch, or I will
All right,
ruin you.
let's move on.
I'm actually texting Dov right now. He says hi.
Oh, shut up. Whatever. I'm about to text all your ex-girlfriends and get all the jazz about how shitty you were. Fuck you, bitch.
Wow.
Period.
All right,
Okay.
guys, we're only like 2 sentences into the Google Doc I have for today's itinerary.
I feel like we're 5 sentences into my 5-year sentence in San Quentin.
Wow.
Hang out with you
Period.
two.
What else is
3,
on the
4.
docket, Felix? We're at the point where we should just ignore.
All right. I'll give it a shot. Another classic transition. Okay.
Beautiful.
I can't wait for him to transition.
Not in that way, you silly goat. Some say Jeffrey Epstein may have hung himself, but details of the disgraced financier are hanging around the Trump administration.
Period. Did you see his body drawing?
Yeah, no. So I thought it was funny that he said I've never drawn a doodle in my life, and JD and Don Jr. went out there and said, my dad, the president, drawing? That's how I know it's a lie. And then instantly people pulled up like 70. Like, I don't think any president has had more doodles in the public record. Even
so
like
funny.
Eisenhower was a doodler, and he only has like one that we know about, and it's that weird nude drawing he made of himself. But Trump has had like doodles auctioned off, and they're also kind of good.
Yeah, they were kind of cute. I liked.
He's got
the
a great
cityscape
line,
ones.
great
great
confident
lines.
line. Yeah,
Yes.
like Modigliani kind of,
They're hilarious. The ones from the auctions look like they gave him a white poster board and said, draw the city from memory. And then he auctioned them off for like a few $1,000.
I will say I didn't really pick up on any of Trump's signature, phrasing or manner of speak in the like fake little script he included in that, but I have to imagine he probably speaks different when he's, talking with his friends and stuff. But
yeah, I mean, the thing that is also really funny about it is all the people being like, you can tell this wasn't him because he used the word enigma. And that's a word that Trump doesn't know. Checkmate. You're too stupid to talk like that.
So that was the other thing. Like the format of the letter was weird. Like he did like a weird Twitter post.
yeah.
In 1987. It's like a fake movie voiceover where him and Jeffrey, but then it's like a movie trailer for them like fucking a girl who came here in a shipping container and then whose throat they slit. It's very like gross. It's very like repulsive. And like even the people who are like, so what? He sent him a card. That doesn't mean he's a pedophile. That if you can tell someone's a pedophile just based off like one correspondence where it's not explicitly see you at the pedophile meeting later,
Right.
it is this one. It is like, this is one of like, it just irradiates like a type of sleaze that like, even if it's not his exact diction, he's the only guy I can think of who like would send that.
Well, signing his signature being the bush on the woman that he drew, that does seem like Trump to me. And it does seem like, I mean, old guys are always like creepy and jokey in that exact
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it reminds me of one time I was doing sound on like a master's thesis film, and like one of the actors was one of the director's like grandpa, and
Mhm.
like afterwards we finished, like we were drinking beer, and I like started peeling the label off my beer, and he was like, "You know, it means you're sexually frustrated when you do that. It means you got to get a good dick in."
It means you
Old
feel
guys-
it means you feel weird because this creepy old man keeps staring at you, and you need something to do with your hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Old guys have like everything is sexual frustration. It's not
Yeah.
like it's chewing ice. It's like just all the things that people do that aren't just like staring ahead into the middle distance.
Yeah.
And having a conversation with a 67-year-old unprosecuted sex offender.
Yeah.
It's a sign of sexual
Did
frustration.
you know staring at your feet is actually a sign that you want to have sex with me right now?
Yeah.
I reminisced this week about just getting on a bus in St. Paul one time when I was in college, and the bus driver going, "Wow, do you play ball?" So I've been privy to a lot of old men.
Yeah.
Well,
talking
old
about
gay guy-
coming to me.
He's
Old
been
gay
privy
guys.
to a lot of old men tugging at him.
One,
That's not true.
when I worked at like a fancy French restaurant in Boston, and like the old men there would be like, "Do you want to come to Florida with me?"
Oh.
I was at a gay bar once, and this old guy approached me, and he was like, do you work at a juice bar? And I was like, fuck you. That is so rude to assume that I work at a juice bar. So I was just like emaciated and so gay. And I did look like I worked at a juice bar.
That's like something you would say to make fun of a girl in a really mean way.
Exactly.
That's like,
Yeah, exactly.
That is like a Christmas Carol type thing for you. That's like a ghost of Ben's past.
Hessa, so you said you worked at a fancy French restaurant in Boston?
Mm-hmm.
That's so interesting that you would call La Madeleine a fancy French restaurant. You must have...
I don't know what La Madeleine is, Jacques.
La Madeleine is
that's okay. You don't have
French,
to lie to us.
La Madeleine is a French style cafe throughout the South. It sucks. It's horrible.
It rocks. It rocks. They have potato soup and French onion soup.
Restaurant that I love.
Exactly.
Oh, you dumb bitch.
I actually fucking love it. So why don't you flip it down and reverse it and start thinking about who you're talking to right now, okay?
Period.
Right.
I love that with those like boomer type old guys, you can always tell that they were like that they're like the cool funny one in their group, because they all talk like Rodney Dangerfield but without being funny. So they're
Right.
like,
Yeah.
"Hey, sweetheart, why don't you come over here? Get me why don't you could come to Florida with me if you want." Let me see those
or
legs.
I think it's more affected. It's more like of this generation when they're old, it will be like a creepy old guy talking like Aiden Ross. Like, what a fan.
There'll be a creepy old guy talking like Ryan Reynolds.
Look at this beautiful femoid.
The creeps of yesteryear are not going to be like the creeps of the future. We're going to have Dane Cook voiced creeps by 2027.
Yeah, you think so?
I know so.
2027? It's like,
Yeah, it's 2 years from now.
never. Okay.
It's technically
the future as it's known. Yeah.
That's a very measured prediction.
That's official scientific fact from Swamp Pants McBigums.
Uh-huh.
I do like that. That is a hallmark of like over 50 sexual cons. It's like that's what I imagine courtship was like in medieval times. You would just be like, I saw a drawing of the side of your head. Would you like to come live in Spain for 7 years?
Yes, exactly. It really Felix, I've been rewatching Band of Brothers, and I think about the scene with the medic, and he's like having a romantic tryst with the nurse at the hospital, and I'm like, I don't know, something tells me that in reality the soul, like he would probably be being like, come on, give me just a crumb of pussy before I get back out there, please. Come on.
Well, Walter Gordon was famously a please give me a crumb of pussy type guy. He was from Lafayette, Louisiana, originally from Jennings. I got his name wrong on a previous episode of a podcast that me and Hessa had been recorded recently where I called him Frank Gordon, but his name is Walter Gordon. Frank Gordon
That's
is
not even the
guy
name of the
from
character
Shameless.
in Band of Brothers, though, is it?
Yes, it is, and I will bring it up right now, and I'm so tired of your blatant lies.
It's like Roe,
and
or
your
his name is
smear
Roe,
campaign.
right? Felix, can you?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
it definitely is not Frank Gordon who has sex with the nurse.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It is like I don't know. Every time an old guy would tell me a story about getting pussy in 1957, like against my will at my workplace or something. Not this workplace. That doesn't happen to me here.
Alan Moore getting interviewed.
It doesn't happen here unless Jock is on.
Walter Scott Gordon Jr. was a non-commissioned officer with Easy Company's 2nd Battalion.
I know he was a real guy.
506
Jock.
Yeah, that guy
I'm saying this
existed.
is not.
That thing, his obituary wouldn't be like, also he like begged the nurse to fuck him, unlike in the TV show where he was really nice and nervous.
We're talking about Walter Smokey Gordon.
Yeah, yes, we are. Felix, what else about Epstein? I mean, it's been a big week in Epstein news. I want to hear more about your thoughts on it.
So Dan Bongino and Pam Bondi have both like called out sick, like within like a week
Mental
of
health
each
leave.
other. It is a mental health week, or they gave each other mono. But it is like that is just what's so interesting to me about this version of the Trump administration. Like I remember in December when they were like naming all these people, and it was like, you know, one after the other. It was like they were trying to break the will of Jeff Tiedrick or someone by being like, "Oh, we're gonna put Kash Patel and Dan Bongino in there, and there's no one like Steve Mnuchin this time. It's all stupid people." And now, like, there are obvious drawbacks to that that anyone could have thought of at the time. But a secondary drawback to that, to not having a Bill Barr or a Steve Mnuchin or anyone like that, basically people who have gotten enough like oxygen to their brain in their lifetimes to like know that Trump's a bad person,
Yeah,
is that like there at some point you're going to be like, he didn't tell them outright what they should be doing with like the Epstein files. He probably implied it, and Cash and Dan were too stupid to figure out what he meant. And so then they like, you know, they saw that it completely contradicted everything they've said for the past 10 years and everything he's kind of said, but then gone back on. And then they're like, oh my God, President Trump was a globalist all along.
yeah.
I don't even have enough CBD in my household to get through the night now. And it, like when you hire people who are like so stupid that they believe that Trump is a good like these people believe that Donald Trump like prays in his free time, then like they're actually going to get their heart broken. And it's like, that's why you need at least like, I mean, to do the Trump thing, you do need the first Trump administration where it's just all bowling bumpers like Mnuchin and Tillerson and shit. But you also need someone like Bill Barr who like, Bill Barr's soul has been dead since like 1981. And so like, you don't even have to say anything to him. He just sees like, oh, here's a file where the president is like implicated in this like horrifying like rape and blackmail ring. I'll just put it over here in this building that we're going to burn down next week.
Yeah. And like another thing that they're doing different from Trump 1 is that it seems like they're pretty dead set on like not firing everyone in the first like few months of the administration, which leaves them in kind of like an awkward position when people are like, when they do kind of have to start firing people.
Yeah. Yeah. Like even it's so hard to think of an equivalent to this because it's like the types of things that people would go down for in like 1976 are so like, it was a guy getting like a $2,000 bribe. And then he would like go on TV and like burst into tears and like be led to prison. And they would be like, well, we think his grandkids should kill themselves because he dishonored them so much. And now it's just like, you know, the standard of sleaziness is so much higher. But like even in a normal administration, you would fire Pam Bondi to try to make it look like this is her fuck up. And we talked about this early on, how like they think that they have won, and they have won this like cultural victory over like the concept of articles getting people fired. Yeah. But they think that means that like, that means that you should never fire anyone.
Yeah.
And that like even if like these two, even if like you're getting contradictory messages about it, even if like your instincts, regardless of the political culture, are telling you, yeah, shit can someone and throw all the blame on them. They're just so reflexively like, well, we're not going to do any of that shit from the first time, that they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, it makes me kind of wonder, Felix, if Roy Cohn was alive, do you think Trump would make him like the secretary of having AIDS or something, like create like a position just to embarrass him?
Oh my god! It would be some humiliating role. It would be like, you're gonna make a separate pride parade for everyone who's gay in the military, but it's not gonna be woke. Like no fatties.
They let them throw tomatoes. Also, whatever happened to that Bernie Madoff guy?
He died several years ago.
Yeah, he's dead and in jail, much like Gotti. He did both.
I've been feeling very bad for like QAnon Facebook aunts, like the women who have issues like with their county, because they must be going insane because of all of this. I feel so bad for them. And I used to follow a few on Facebook, and I haven't checked in with them, but I really should, because I cannot imagine how they must be reacting to this. Because now it's like, okay, Trump's in there. He's got the CBD, Marine podcast guys, they're going to finally do this. And Trump is now just like, it doesn't matter. You're all being stupid. You're all annoying me. And I don't care about Epstein anymore.
Yeah. You're still talking about that guy? He died. You didn't hear?
The thing he did when he went, you're doing this while little girls are dying in Texas. It's a desecration. That's like one of the grossest things I've ever seen anyone do.
He also didn't even remember like Mystic River or the camp ground name. He just said in Texas.
Yeah,
it's nondescript tragedy in Texas.
You're doing this while those stupid bitches fell off their boat or something. Talking about my sex crimes.
Did you call it Camp Mystic, or do you?
Whatever
you just said,
it is.
The way he said Mystic River, like the Robin Williams thriller.
Camp Mystic, whatever it's called. I mean, I don't know, but I'm also
I don't think Robin Williams
is
in Mystic River. I think you're thinking of a different movie, Jacques.
Insomniac.
Yes, Insomnia.
Mystic River. I thought Robin Williams was in that too.
Is he in it? Let me look it up.
I've never seen this movie. It's just like my idea. This was like my stand-in for like an adult movie when I was in middle school.
Oh, Tim
Insomnia.
Robbins is in it. That's
there you go.
There's 2002 Insomnia, not to be confused with the 2025 Insomniac horror movie.
Insomnia was a fucking stupid movie.
No, I mean, what? He can't sleep? Take a sleeping pill, bitch.
I think it's so hack when they're like, we're going to have a comedian play a serial killer. He's crazy in a way you've never seen him.
What was the movie that they did that with Ace Ventura? What's his name?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, and the movie poster has a bunch of
Show.
No, it's got a bunch of numbers written all over.
Oh, the number 23.
Yeah.
That is a classic. I mean, we sort of brushed over Hulk Hogan, but Hulk Hogan is sort of like the Andrew Jackson of American stupids, of modern American stupids. And like him dying is like a symbolic blow to the Trump administration. That's like, that is sort of like the beginning of the end.
No, I was at the gym today.
And the number 23 is like, that is a classic and stupid movie canon.
Yeah.
That movie, that DVD menu has been watched billions of times across America.
It's got a beautiful 7% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I bet. I bet you anything that the DVD menu has a little animation where a sequence of 23s turns into the word play before you start.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean,
everything is 23, but when you go over it, it's like chapters.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
A
God.
man's discovery, an obscure book about the number 23 leads him on a descent into darkness. As he becomes more obsessed with its contents, he becomes more convinced that it is in fact based on his life. To his horror, he discovers grave consequences in store for the book's
I feel
main
like
character.
I'm kind
It's
of upset
awful.
that Jock has heard of this movie because otherwise this is a prank we probably could play on him, is tricking him into the number 23 like being real.
Oh, absolutely.
Like making a fake book and leaving it in a bookstore in Louisiana.
I'm just so scared of what they're gonna do. Why do they need to deface Jim Carrey and make him into not the Mask?
Every time he's not the Mask, it's painful to you.
I mean,
That's
Right.
what Trump meant when he said it's a desecration.
Yes.
Taking the mask off of Jim Carrey.
when he's
All
Lemony
these little
Snicket.
girls blew up in Oklahoma or something.
Right. Okay.
After
Jock,
Liz
actually,
Warren's grandchildren were beheaded.
Jock, I wanted to run a little test by you. We were going to do this earlier on an episode we just recorded, but we ran out of time. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this study that was just published. It's Americans' belief in paranormal phenomenon. And of course, everyone overwhelmingly believes in all these phenomena, but I wanted to see, Jock, if you did. What do you guys think?
I think this is worth doing. I mean, I
Personally, I think I'm worth nothing. So factor that into your math equation.
Okay.
Times
focus
0
group
at the
killer.
Yeah. You want to do a math equation where you have to factor me into it? Just multiply it by 0 and you'll get your answer.
I would love to send you to a Frank Luntz focus group. You just like fuck up all his. You just answer like the most contradictory, all over the place shit, and then like on your way out. By the way, I'm shit.
Yeah.
Don't even fucking count.
you.
No, if Jock was in the Frank Luntz focus group where they changed global warming to climate change, it would have ended up being called like the Great Hot Tub Effect or something.
Yeah. If Jacques in a
tubification.
focus group, Jacques walks into a focus group and then like a week later, Sprite, the flavor gets changed to onions and peppers or something.
The way that sounds so good is
Oh my
so
fucking
incredible.
God, Jesus
I just
Christ.
now I want to spend the rest of my days infusing sparkling water with onions and peppers. That sounds.
Do you
like,
think, Jock, do you think there could be a better name for climate change or global warming to make people care about it more?
call global warming sweet and crunchy corn puffs? That'll get all the. I'll get people running towards the grocery store to figure out what's really going on.
Right.
Okay, no, actually, let's call global warming the people's crisis.
I like
bad.
that.
Not bad.
We need to deal with what is the people's crisis, and people will say, "What is the people's crisis?" And you say,
Right.
It
"It's
gets
the
them asking
environment, my
questions.
friend."
They ask.
It looks
that
like we're
opening
having. It looks like we're having another crisis.
Yes,
so maybe let's pause
Felix
and
off
figure it
again.
out.
Well, as we're doing a Jacques focus group already, Ben, do you want to just transition straight into the paranormal questionnaire while we're waiting for Felix?
Should we wait for Felix, or you just want to go for it? I feel like it's so much of the episode without Felix.
Honestly, that's my least favorite thing about recording with Felix is he just leaves mid episode to go masturbate
Jock, please,
uncontrollably.
let's figure this out. I have time.
I
to-
can wait.
just
I have
dive in. Let's-
infinite time today. I the only thing I had to do was use the bathroom, and I did that during Seeking Derangements.
A to-do list that just says use bathroom
Good
and
God.
nothing else.
I wrote.
Look, I knew
what
I
is-
forgot something today. I forget to do it.
What a successful day. That's like a to-do list SpongeBob would have.
I wrote. I hate podcast on my microphone stand because I'm a rebel.
Okay. It's very
just wanted to-
troubled child behavior. of you.
Yeah, completely.
Okay, so where were we doing the?
I'll do
were
whatever
you
you guys-
asking Jacques the supernatural questions.
I'll do whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, let's do the supernatural one. That segues
Yeah,
nicely
yeah,
to
yeah.
the Jacques focus
Okay.
group.
On today's
perfect.
episode of Otherworld 2.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, well, speaking of jock focus groups, I think it's a good opportunity to see maybe how peasant-brained not only the American populace are, but jock is as well. There's like 7 entries here. So, Jock, I want to know if you believe in these, if you're not sure about, or you don't believe in them. The first one is psychic or spiritual healing, or the power of the human mind to heal the body.
Of course I believe in that. Are you kidding me? I work
I don't.
Have you healed your body with your mind? You famously have a
I mean, there is
very unhealed body.
Well, there's parts of my body that have been healed through spiritual.
What
I
part?
think. Okay,
Your penis.
First of all, fuck you, and second, my back. And I've been having. I see a chiropractor, but I also see like a spiritual healer woman who has been doing work on me, and she did work on me yesterday, and it honestly does help.
What does she do?
She
Is it like Reiki?
Yeah, it's like Reiki, or it's also like lymphatic draining. It's
Okay.
like
so that's not spiritual. That's just
not really
a thing.
Yeah.
No, it's connected to spiritual though, and that's what
Okay.
you're asking.
Okay, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I
All right.
kind of think that's like a bullshit question. I don't know. It's like that is phrased in such an open-ended way that like I don't. Okay, there are some things that I believe in that are like borderline, like this, and then there are some things that I believe in that are like totally insane. But is it the same thing as believing in the supernatural if you think there are like senses and abilities of the human body and human mind that we don't have like the scientific terms to measure it like yet, maybe, or maybe like a type of perception that is not yet measured, because we don't really we cannot say that we like understand consciousness. We don't really understand consciousness in relation to the brain.
Yeah, absolutely
That
not.
that French civil servant who like he was just like a normal stupid guy.
Mhm.
And then he like randomly got an MRI or something, and it turned out he was missing 90% of his brain matter.
Jesus.
And he was just like a regular stupid guy. He was a civil servant, like he had a job and everything. He like was able to live on his own.
Well, he was French, so I don't know. I mean,
He was
regular
able to
French
work,
guy is not that hard of a bar to
he was
pass.
able to work all 20 hours a year full time in France.
And instead, I mean, he didn't even have to learn how to talk, because French people just talk. They say like all this gibberish to each other.
Right. Right.
That was
Well,
easier for him.
48% of America does believe that you can heal your mind or heal your body with your mind or spiritual healing. The next one here is
wait, just
ghosts?
really quickly,
Yeah.
last thought on that. It's like
Mhm.
the same thing about like the Lourdes phenomena, like Lourdes, the
Like
Our
Madonna's
Lady of
daughter.
Our Lady of Lourdes in France is this famous
Mhm.
church where people rub the water on their body, and it thinks it has miracle properties because of spiritual reasons. I believe that works in the same way that you're asking me that question.
I do think that if you believe you're healthy, you'll be healthier. But
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
about it.
Well, I've been trying to believe I'm healthier for years, and that's not working.
Isn't the placebo effect like kind of that? Isn't that basically your mind or your consciousness like going, "Oh, we got medicine."
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like time to make my body do the stuff the medicine does.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I thought he meant the effect of the band placebo. Keep going. Well, and then I was like, the placebo effect. Personally, I'm more about the Interpol effect, if you know what I mean. Habba chubba.
Right. The next one here is ghosts or spirits of dead people can come back in certain places and situations.
Yes, of course I believe
That's
in that.
really vague, though. Also,
Yeah.
like, what
That's
kind of
not
situations
vague at
are we
all.
talking about?
I mean, I don't know. It's up for you to interpret.
That's
Chuck, have
every type of situation. That means if you're going to the
every
grocery
situation.
if you're going to the grocery store and you're looking at the bananas and the banana falls out of the container without you touching it, that was a ghost.
What kind of container are bananas in at the grocery store?
Or
Okay.
you like literally running full power into the fruit stand and they all fall down.
10% chance of ghost appearance if I do
them.
this.
I didn't even touch the bananas. I'm saying that they're moving.
I feel like you must have so many paranormal experiences because you forget about like throwing things on the ground. You're like, oh my God, my Xbox
Jacques
is
wandering through the
No.
grocery store. There's bananas everywhere, screaming, I didn't even touch the bananas, y'all.
I have had paranormal experiences that rank from spooky to very scary.
Yeah,
And
the TV static man.
The TV static man being in the woods outside of Jennings looking for this famous Satanist grave and finding a bunch of guys in black robes around candles in the middle of the woods and having
a clan meeting.
Yeah,
well,
Jacques
black
went to a
robes,
clan meeting.
chanting and old timey like druid talk. No. That is not.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds, from what everything I know about Louisiana, that sounds like it could just be like a local, community support group meeting or something.
Yeah, that's a book. It's a book club.
Yeah,
That's how they do AA in
Stop
Louisiana.
betraying me and my truth. Stop betraying me and my truth. This is my truth, and I'm here to tell it.
No,
It's been
true.
1 week since my last drink. They're all gathered in a circle.
My daughter is driving me to drink. She won't shut the fuck up.
Also, same Satanist. This guy hung a bunch of women under a bridge in
Same
crowd between-
Satanist? What do you mean? You know who the other one was?
Did you know who
No,
person
the
is?
Satanist that these people are worshiping his grave in the middle of the woods. He had hung a bunch of
okay,
women
so the
underneath a
Satanist,
bridge, and every time you drive over the bridge, your car will shut off, especially if you drive in the
Crazy.
middle of the night. I've been in a car when it shuts off. I believe in these ghosts.
And then
Okay.
did someone say, "Get out of my car"?
They said, "Get out of my car. You can get killed, bitch."
You can walk home. Okay, the next one here is telepathy or communication between minds without using the traditional five senses.
Well, yeah, of course I believe in that. It's literally the plot of Stranger Things, or the
Well, that's
plot
a
of the
fictional
goats.
TV show.
The documentary.
The
Stranger
goats who
Things.
stare at people.
Documentary Stranger
The people who stare at goats. The people who talk to goats. What is the name of that?
That famously didn't work, though, right?
Yeah, it didn't work. Jock, have you communicated telepathically with someone before?
I have not. I won't even begin to say that I've tried or done that before. However,
I'm a little bit concerned because I am starting to realize that I believe in all of this stuff.
Right.
well,
I mean, I do think it. I also do kind of like in an abstract or like soft sense. I do believe in most of these things in that I believe that they're possible in some way. But I do think that's because I've seen just like so many TikToks with like spooky noises where it's like this study was buried by the government where twins were capable of communicating telepathically with each other. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
The difference between me and y'all is that I believe it and I've seen and experienced it, and y'all are just confusing your schizophrenia for.
See, I knew this would happen. It's that Jock would get defensive and be like, "Y'all don't even believe in this stuff like I do."
Well, Ben doesn't. Ben is always like, ghosts don't exist because I love the government and I miss being on the Daily Beast. And
Jock texting,
That
"I'm
sounds-
late for recording because there's a ghost."
right.
replying.
Every session.
That's how I kind of feel about paranormal stuff, is that all of these things are like metaphorically true, and what
Right.
really you're counting on is how real it feels to the experiencer.
Mhm.
And that's like kind of the, at a certain level, like what is the difference between reality and fantasy? If by whatever sensory input you're perceiving it, it feels real to you,
right.
Yeah.
or it does something to affect you.
Right.
Chris
agree with
Wade's
that.
new podcast, World, where it's nothing magical, nothing fantastical. It's just normal people doing
calling
normal
it and telling
things.
normal stories of things they did, which
And
I'm pretty sure is already like 100 podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would
it is.
Chris Wade, if I had $50,000 to spare to bankroll a series called World that went direct competition with Otherworld to be
Okay, I see
the
what you're
normal show,
Yes.
telling the normal stories about the normal world, do you think you can do it, or do you think you're going to let me down again?
Well, I'm trying to think in the context of Jack's other
First, you don't have sex with me.
I'm just like, because people call into other world with like, here's something strange and unexplainable that happened to me. And I'm just wondering, like, so the point of the show would be somebody calls in and is like, here's something totally explainable that happened to me.
Right.
yeah, exactly.
It was raining outside and I went out there and I got wet. I'll be like, well, I think I see what happened here.
I have this is a supernatural thing.
Oh, this guy's back
Mhm.
again.
I was
Welcome back, Felix.
about to put on a certain vest and visit the Verizon Corporation after the repeated outages I'm experiencing today. But then I saw the most inspiring
Thunder vest.
I thought he meant
happy-
a bulletproof vest.
No, it's a happy customer vest. But then I saw a piece of writing that inspired me so much that I said, it's not time to put that vest on yet. I'd like to read it to you guys.
Mhm.
Please.
Yes, sir.
Ozzy Osbourne
Oh no.
Oh no.
That was all he had to read to us. Ozzy Osbourne was a performer. This guy can really read, can't he? By the way, I think it's going to be
Jacques
very...
doesn't understand that Felix dropped out again.
He doesn't
It's like
understand
he
that
just
Felix
stopped
dropped out. He
talking.
doesn't understand.
By the way, I'm going to take this little...
I think Jock is probably just happy to keep monologuing for another 2 hours.
Yes, I am actually. And by the way, I'm going to recommend a little something to you people out there listening. And it's a CD called Ocean Encounter by North Sound. And Ocean Encounters was recorded on the Hawaiian island of Kauai during the Big Surf month of February, when waves can reach record highs.
Are you just filling time by reading a CD that is in front of you?
Yeah,
You're such a
I'm
radio
actually-
genius. You're one of the best podcasters ever.
It's
I am a
brilliant. It's
podcast
brilliant.
genius for bringing up things that people aren't talking about. How many people are talking about 10,000 Maniacs genius album
I do love
in my
10,000
tribe? It was such hits as What's the Matter Here, the most upbeat song you'll ever hear about child abuse.
I don't know. Girls by Danny Elfman and Oingo Boingo is pretty. What's that one? Is it called Girls?
Little girls, maybe?
Yeah, Little
Oh,
Yeah,
Girls.
little
yeah.
girls is the Danny Elfman pedophiles. Is it
personally-
for or against? I don't really know anything about music.
I think
raising
it's
awareness.
ironically for. I think it's
I think
ironic.
he's taking a centrist position in the debate.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's see.
when did it come out? Like 1984? That was kind of centrist back then.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
that was
and
the
all
era
of the other music,
sexism.
all the other music at that time was about wanting to have sex with 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone back and watched speaking of Dane Cook from 50 minutes ago, the Dane Cook, not really, more of a Ryan Reynolds vehicle, Waiting.
Felix, I'm not
Ugh.
kidding. I watched the trailer for Waiting this morning with a friend.
I haven't seen it. What is it about a dirtbag waiter who's just like trying to have
Well,
sex
He's
with
trying to have
it's a
sex
great
with
movie.
kids.
Yeah, it's about like a TGI Fridays where everyone's crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and then but like Dane
Almond
it's
Burp.
like-
Almond, what's her name? That woman. who
almond burp.
plays- No. The
America's
woman who
sweetheart.
plays Frank's. The woman in Always Sunny in Philadelphia who plays Frank's prostitute fiance who dies of crack.
This entire podcast has just been trying to remember who was in what movie or TV show.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know, Jock. I think her name might be Almond Burp.
Yeah, it's Almond Burke. But one of the subplots of the movie is that like the cool. I mean, they're all cool waiters, but the coolest one, I think, Ryan Reynolds is like
Yes.
he's going to fuck this 17-year-old that works with them the night she turns 18. And then at the last moment, he's like, "Oh, that would be kind of gross to do." And we're supposed to be like, he's the best guy.
So it's a hero's tale.
He's
Yeah.
one of the like an early moment, like the first scene where he's talking to her. She's like, just like a few more hours, and then you can have sex with me. And he's like, I better do it beforehand, or else it won't be hot for me anymore. And then walks away. It's like he's not joking.
He's done that before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. From my time working in restaurants, that is actually true, because the rare time you have a straight man working in the service industry, not back of house, like in a wait staff position, they are the most desperately horny like freaks who just repel most women, like, and then resort to like fucking a 16-year-old like host or something.
It's a great movie, though. By the way,
No, it's not. It's a terrible movie.
No, shut up. This girl is who I was trying to pronounce. Alana Ubach. She plays the angry she plays the angry waitress in Waiting. She plays the drunk mom in Euphoria.
I
She plays
cannot
the
wait to hear what you're saying on your deathbed. It's going to be so fucking funny.
Citizen Kane 2.
Two rosebuds.
Jacques accidentally says the debug code for the world. He can walk through walls and like change stuff.
The world's only unified field theory that isn't just bullshit.
The last thing I say on my deathbed is the weapons code, a cheat code from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Left, down, right, up, R1, R2, R1, R2, R2, R2.
Be careful. We're gonna make Felix. We're gonna shut down Felix's computer again if you keep going.
Also, I want to also point out about waiting that a central plot point of that movie is that Ryan Reynolds gets a $300 tip from someone that he used to know, and everyone's like, "I'm so sorry that happened to you," and he's like, walks up to the guy and he's like, "Hey man, fuck you for giving me this," and like gives him back the money.
That was Justin Long's character.
Yeah,
actually.
that's where.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
where
yeah.
She got it. God damn it.
Yeah, Justin Long's character, his character arc is that he's like actually a smart guy, and a guy this is so 2004. The guy who's a big success who comes to his table is like, yeah, I'm an engineer. Guess how much money I make? $40,000 a year. That's like the rich prick of the movie.
Yeah, I can't even be on Medicare. I have to be on Medicaid.
If you made $40,000 in 2004 in like not a real place, but like like where JD Vance is from, you could buy like 5 houses in the Bush economy. They were repossessed in like 2007, but you could still like do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think actually all of you are cowards for not bringing up Andy Milonakis and cornrows in the movie Waiting as well. I'm
so sorry for not bringing that up.
That's okay. And Louis Guzman is
Louis.
his nuts.
Come on, Jock. You have to know that's not how you say
in
his
real
Very
life.
nativist pronunciation.
I've
Burp's
met him.
a
He played
boyfriend.
a mentally something depleted guy on the
Mentally depleted
on the movie The Dreamer with Kurt Russell.
You
Dakota Fanning,
really missed a bomb there,
filmed at
Jock. Mentally
Evangeline
depleted.
Downs,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Louisiana.
What did you say to him? You met him?
I just said, "Hey." I was like, "Oh, that guy's funny."
You're Louis Guzman. You're Louis Guzman. Yeah. Louis Guzman. is
And
what you said.
Dakota Fanning slapped her PA, but she was like a young kid. I don't know if that makes it okay or worse.
What the hell? Is that something you saw happen?
Yes, and I saw Kurt Russell take off his wig and reveal his toupee. It was a very disturbing image as a child to see
This
of
was
what
all going on out in the open
at the
like a
set
huge film
of the
set.
movie The Dreamers. There was not many people watching this movie being filmed. My mom knew someone on the set. It was a crazy thing to go to. This is Evangeline Downs, the horse racing track. It's one of the saddest places in all of Louisiana history. And they're filming
Evangeline mentally depleted.
Yeah, and they're filming a movie called The Dreamer.
Oh God! All right,
we lost Felix.
All right,
again.
we lost Felix one more time.
He's so fake.
Oh God, this is going to be such a nightmare to edit.
I know.
He's
it's
so-
a real nightmare to edit. I'm
He's
sorry.
As soon as
Chris.
Felix logs back on, I feel like we should probably wrap this up. I think we're
Yeah.
at least over an hour,
Period.
but we'll get him back to say goodbye to everyone. Do you want Ben? You want to do one more paranormal belief
sure.
while we wait?
the
me-
most
let me pull it
historically
up.
disastrous episode in the history of
People are going to blame us. I
Chapo.
know people are going to blame us. for
I know.
this
Well,
one.
that's
I mean, it
You
is our
got-
fault.
Y'all are being so selfish. You know that they're only going to blame me. They're going to
Right,
be like,
they're gonna
Jacques
blame
has
Jock,
messed up
and Felix
Felix's
is
internet
gone
again. I think that a lot of the Chapo people are very nice. And then I read some of the other comments from you Chapo heads, and you people
Well, don't
say,
read comments, Jock. That's
Yeah.
maybe the first.
I
thing
just
you
think
should
that
do.
if you're going to say a comment to me in the comments that is negative,
not-
you should meet me in person, say it to my face, and engage in Mortal Kombat with me. That is it. That's very simple. I don't think I'm asking for very bare minimum. If you're going to come at me, yeah.
Right. We get it.
Felix, you want to maybe bring this all home?
Yeah.
I'll make a quick announcement.
Let Felix talk, Jock. Shut up.
I'll make a quick announcement.
Oh, good.
Actually, I have one. I need to say.
Well, he
Does
was
any-
not talking fast enough.
Well, just shut up. Just try being quiet for more than 3 seconds. Just be quiet. It's not that hard.
Okay, you can speak now, Felix.
Thank you.
Once these knuckleheads stop clowning off
Shut
their laugh
up.
holes.
Oh my God.
Just try to be quiet. Just try.
You try to be quiet. You're talking over all of us.
Well, this has been a pretty disjointed episode. my connection has dropped like 5 times during this. So if you have listened to this point, if you were detained during your flight and they restrained you, and you can take your AirPods out and listen to a different podcast. If you're paralyzed and your nurse is making you listen to this,
She hates you.
yeah, you're like, I have a 9 on the pain scale, and she's like, no, you ain't, honey. It's like a big fat Southern nurse. She's like, you. By the way, listen to my favorite podcast. She's not giving you any painkillers. So yeah, if you've listened to this point, my apologies. But yeah, my connection dropped for like 5 minutes 5 times. So if this episode seems like
That's
my
25
God.
minutes. So, man, fuck this
Well,
guy.
I
He
think we
always
could
starts
just say
talking and then never can
everyone
finish
out
his
there,
own.
thank you for listening in the hospice
Everyone-
care center you're detained in.
I have one last sentence to add to everything I've said today, which is that if you're interested in
Jesus
booking me as a
Christ.
DJ at your wedding or a comedian, my booking email is yayveryfun at
You
gmail.com.
can't plug our own
Shh.
show before your fucking email.
Yes, I was getting to that, bitch. Watch me. So yeah, that's YAY very fun at gmail.com. And we are a part of a podcast called Seeking Derangements. You can follow us on Patreon and you could subscribe, or you could look us up on Apple's the podcast, or you could
They
look
know
us
where
up
to
on
find it.
Spotify.
Thank you, everyone.
And welcome back to Felix's for the price of one.
All right, Felix, you ready to just say goodbye?
goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
And if you work at the Verizon Corporation, say goodbye to your family.
I am also
Today's the last time you're seeing them.
I'm